share with you our mission statement. I want to give you a little background on how this mission statement was developed. Last year we were a pretty new team, and in November we decided to go away on a retreat and figure out who we were as a team. Some of the questions we asked ourselves is, why do we teach? What do we believe about education? What do we want for our students? And why do we do what we do every day? So this is the mission statement that we came up with based on some of the words that came to the surface when we kept talking. And it is, we will put students first by supporting their growth to be their best selves. And this is the mission and the backbone of everything that we do when we're working together as a team. When we meet, students are at the center of what we think about and what we decide to do, always with the mission of making sure that we are helping them grow and be their best selves. Let's find out about what students will be learning in first grade. In reading and writing, students will be using EL education. In EL education, there are 3 parts: modules, skills block, and labs. During modules and labs, students will be concentrating on a specific topic. Each module will last 1 quarter. During modules and labs, science is integrated into what they are learning. They will also be doing authentic writing as they write about what they are learning. In Module 1, students will be learning about tools and work and how to make a magnificent thing. This goes along with our science curriculum about moving things. In Module 2, the students will be learning about the sun, moon, and stars, and they will be talking about what makes day and night. This also goes along with our science curriculum as we talk about the earth sky. In Module 3, the students will be learning about birds' amazing bodies and how bird body parts help them survive. This goes along with our science organism unit when they learn about living things. The module time is going to be a live instruction time, so make sure your child is able to join us for that. Labs will be a recorded lesson. The other part of the EL program is skills block. Skills block is when students learn about phonics and how letters and sounds make words. This is going to be a recorded lesson, and the reason we chose to do this is so that students can go back and listen to the lesson and use it to practice anytime that they need extra practice. This will also be good for parents to be able to see what their students are learning and find out how to help them at home. Another part of skills block is called differentiated skills group. This is going to be a live lesson that is going to last about 15 minutes. At this time, students will be working with teachers and learning in a small group how letters, sounds, and words work. So once again, module is going to be a live instruction time. Skills block is going to be a recorded lesson. Differentiated skills group is going to be a live lesson. And the labs is going to be a recorded lesson that students will be doing on their own. What will students be learning in math? Math will be live lessons every day. These lessons will not be recorded, so it's very important that students attend the math live lessons. We are going to try to record some demo videos to show you what we're learning, but it won't be the same as attending the live lesson. In math, they're going to be learning 4 strands. The first one is operations and algebraic thinking. In this one, they're going to be learning about addition and subtraction within 20. They're going to be working on problem solving, which means they're going to have word problems and they're going to show strategies to solve those problems. And they're going to be working with equations, addition and subtraction, and also understanding why equations are what they are. The next one is number and operations in base 10. They're going to have a better understanding of place values, tens and ones, up to the number 100. Measurement and data is when they will be measuring with standard and non-standard measurement. This could be cubes, it could be things that are around your house. They're going to be graphing, learning about time to the hour and half hour, and learning about money. In geometry, they're going to be learning about 2D shapes like triangles, rectangles, and circles, 3D shapes like cones, cubes, and rectangular prisms, and they're going to learn how to partition shapes. Wake County will be providing your child with tools to work on in math, and that will be coming at a later time. This will give you some of the tools that you'll need in order to do math at home. How will we know students are learning? We will be giving assessments throughout the school year to find out whether students are learning. It's important for you to know that for the first 30 days of this school year, we will have no assessments. This will give you and your child a chance to get used to what it means to learn remotely at home. When assessments start, we will have reading benchmark assessments. There are benchmark assessments for EL to find out how your child is understanding how letters and sounds work together. And then they will also be taking iStation assessments. For math, they will take the NKT to help us understand how they are understanding numbers. And they will also have a summative math assessment at the end. Throughout the school year, they will have common formative assessments. These are assessments that we have created together or have used the same assessment to understand how students are learning. What are the next steps after assessments? After assessments are given, we look at the data together as a team, and we plan our lessons and also our grouping depending on what students need. In the small groups, we are able to meet students' needs through instruction and also conferencing with students to help them understand the concept better. If further interventions are needed, they are developed based on the students' needs, and we do ongoing tracking of progress through progress monitoring. If this happens, we will let you know that your child is getting further intervention. How will you know how your student is doing? There are various ways that we're going to be communicating with you about how your student is doing. During this school year, students will be receiving grades. So they will be receiving an interim report mid-quarter, and they will be receiving a report card at the end of the quarter. Because they're going to be receiving grades, it's very important that they attend live lessons, that they do assignments, and that they turn them in. We are not sure about how interim reports will work for this first quarter, since we are not starting instruction until the third week of school. We will also have fall and spring conferences. Fall conferences will be virtual, since we cannot be in the school building. We will also communicate through Class Dojo. Remember, this is a way that we can track how students are doing in positive things at school. So it will be a little different during remote learning. We will find ways to let children know that they're being leaders and they're making good choices. You can always call the office to contact us. We will also give you our email addresses so that you can contact us at school as well. We will be sending home regular communication. You should be receiving a weekly schedule on Sunday so that you can plan for the following week.
This first week of school, August 17th to August 21st, is considered an orientation week. So our meeting times will only be from 10 to 11 a.m. and 2 to 3 p.m. Both of these time slots will cover the same thing. Therefore, students do not have to attend both sessions unless the student or you want them to attend both. We will get to know each other through some fun activities during this time, learn about our expectations for virtual learning, and learn about the tools online we are using. So this will be in some important information that we ask all students attend at least one of the sessions so that they know about their classmates, about their teacher, and they also know the expectations for virtual learning. A big part of that will be teaching them about Google Classroom, which is something new that they will be using this year, and we are hoping to teach them live how to get on and find it. So it would be great if they can join this and learn about it. Starting on Monday, August 24th, our full day school schedule will begin. This was the schedule sent to your email with information about open house. Our start time for the school day will be at 9:15 and our end time will be at 4 o'clock. This is just like the normal hours as if we were in the school building. You might have noticed when you were looking over the schedule that some time slots have the word live in bold letters at the end. That means that during this time, your student will be logged on to a Google Meet and meeting with the teacher live with live instruction. Our day starts out with an hour of live instruction, our community meeting, and our EL module lessons whole group lab. After that, students will have a pre-recorded lesson and some independent work to do on Seesaw and Google Classroom. You might have noticed that there are asterisks beside some time slots as well. Those are our small group times. During these times, your student will be assigned to one of these small groups for live instruction with the teacher. When their small group is not meeting live with the teacher, they will be working on independent assignments. So your student might not be live from 10:40 to 10:55, but will be live from 12:35 to 12:50. You will learn more about that once we get started with the school year and break our students into small groups. These small groups could change, so their time might not always be at 10:40 to 10:55. Your students have an hour from 11 to 12 for lunch and recess. Your student will also have World Languages Lab and a Specials Class Lab each day. From 2:30 to 3 is our math whole group live instruction. This is a very important time of the day, and we ask that all students be present and ready for learning during this time. They will be learning about our math strategies for the year, and teachers will be there to help live instruction, and this is very important. You also may have noticed there are times throughout the day where there are 5-minute breaks, like between 10 and 10:05 and 10:55 and 11. These are our 5-minute transition time. This will give your student time to either get off the live meet that they were on and get ready for their next activity, or join a live Google Meet. This is also a great time that we suggest your student go to the bathroom or get water or any kind of break that they need before school. Our live starts back. And instead of you taking breaks during our remote learning live instruction.
This year, your teacher will hold office hours every day from 1:15 to 2:15. So every day during that time, if you have any questions or concerns or you're trying to figure something out, you can hop online and ask your teacher those questions from that designated time. So in order to get to office hours, you will go through your child's Google Classroom. And so I've circled it here. When you get onto Google Classroom, if you are in Miss Lordy's first grade class, this is what it will look like right up at the top. And it says Meet Link. And all you have to do to get onto office hours or any of our live instruction is just click on that link and it will take you right there. So this year we will be using Google Classroom. That will kind of be our hub where everything comes out of. So I know last year, kindergarten and first grade, we used Seesaw, but Google Classroom is actually going to be connected to Seesaw. saw this year. So we will be able to do everything through that. So this icon that you can see on the screen is actually in your child's Awake ID portal. So you should be able to just go into their Awake ID once you're logged in, click Google Classroom, and it should come right up. That is once you have logged in. So this week we will spend some time practicing logging in and getting each child logged in, so that in the future all they should have to do is click on it and make an easy transition. Do not worry, there will be many tutorials and different things coming out this week, as well as posted on the Green Elementary School website that will go over all the information that you need to know about Google Classroom and anything that is related to technology. Something that is really important to note though with Google Classroom is that you need to make sure that you're logged out of personal accounts. So if your child or student is trying to log into their Google Classroom account, they're not going to be able to if you are logged into your personal account. They will need to be logged in through their Wake ID. It is really important to note that when students log into Google Classroom for the very first time, they're going to get invited to a bunch of different classes. So this will include, for example, my students will be invited to join Miss Lordy's first grade class, but they also will be invited to join the Mandarin class that they're in or the Spanish class that they're in, and a whole lot of different things that they just need to click accept to accept all of the different classes that they will be in this year.
Hello parents and welcome to Meet the Teacher Virtually Open House 2020. This slide is about technology and live instruction. I have shared 2 very important skills that your child will be learning this school year for online learning. And in order to have success, the first thing that they will have to know how to do is how to share their screen. And the next video will be about how to mute their microphone.
Two options, okay? So you can choose to show them your entire screen so they can be seeing whatever you're seeing on there. Or you can just show them a window within the screen. I think if I say select your entire screen, it's pretty self-explanatory. Whatever you see on your screen, they'll be able to see. So you can click on that, and then you would just like click over on the tabs and go to, whatever it is you want. They'll be able to see those, okay? However, a window is pretty cool because they wouldn't be able to just see this because they don't need to see this. They're seeing it now. But you could choose what they see from your computer. So we're going to try that one. So whenever I click a window, what it's going to do is it's going to give me options. So I can use what I'm using right now, which is currently what I'm in. Or I made a new window right here of just the skills checklist. So I'm going to click that and I'm going to hit share. All right. And so now, see this, it's loading up. You're presenting to everyone. Excellent. So they're all going to be able to see this right here, this window that I have, because that's the one that I have up, and that's what they're going to get to see. So anytime I do anything, they're viewing that. So I'm walking through a program or how to do something, it gives them a chance to see it more clearly. So there you go, guys. You just learned a skill. Hope this helped. And to unshare, you just hit stop sharing. See at the bottom middle, stop sharing. Boom, back to my video call. That's it. Hope this helped. Hope you learned something you didn't know before. Subscribe to YouTube. I'd really appreciate it. It's completely free. And you can find these resources in the future and have fun with us on the other video series that we're doing. So Hope you guys have a good one. Keep being here on your class. Teachers are awesome.
So to mute your mic, which is a nice way to enter into a Google Meet, is by clicking this microphone button. Because it's red, that means it's muted, but if you click it again, oh, look at that, it's not red anymore, which means that other people can hear you. You can also see this little button over here lighting up every time you talk. But enter a meeting or Google Meet. It's always nice to go in there with your mic muted, which means no one can hear you. So you click on the button and there it turns red. Then you join now by clicking this button here. Once you've entered, you'll see that your mic is still muted. But if you want to be heard, you can turn it back on. And now your face is lighting up, which means everyone can hear you. You can also do this with your camera.
Hello. These are the expectations for students and parents. Google Meet Guide. Be on time. Turn off your TV. Find a quiet space free of distractions. Mute your microphone. Sit down quietly with your eyes on the camera. Listen closely and follow directions. Raise your hand to speak. Do not eat while having a meeting. Do not walk, run, jump around. Do not play with your toys while having a meeting. See you soon.
Attendance must be entered into PowerSchool before you leave today. If you are running into a problem with that, please come to the office and we will assist.
Would you like something to eat?
No, thanks for doing my schoolwork. I'll check Google Classroom tomorrow. Now my work is turned in. As a team, we have prepared some instructional packets for the first quarter for each student to take home. Included in these packets are math instructional sheets and an activity we will use for skills practice and in small group in a sheet protector, which makes it easy for students to reuse the paper by writing with a dry erase marker. That is why dry erase markers are listed on the student supply list. It also includes decodable books we will be using in instruction, their EL student workbook, and handwriting paper. We will let students know when and what materials we will be using in each lesson. Pickup days for these instructional packets will be on August 20th from 4 to 6 p.m., August 21st from 8 to 10 a.m., and August 22nd from 10 to 12 p.m. at Green Elementary. Wake County has also prepared packets that will be distributed at a later date. More details to come.
Hi, my name is Miss Lordy, and I am extremely excited to have the opportunity to work with your family this year. So this is my second year teaching as well as my second year at Green Elementary. I cannot imagine being at another school. I am originally from Maryland. I grew up in Sykesville, which is in Carroll County in Maryland, and moved to North Carolina about a year and a half ago once I graduated. I graduated from Messiah College in 2019 with my bachelor's degree in elementary education, pre-K to 4, as well as special education grades K to 8. While I was in college, as well as I was growing up, I played lacrosse. It provided me with some really cool opportunities, and it's definitely one of my passions. So I recently got engaged this summer to my fiance Patrick, and together we have a dog named Reuben, as you can see in the pictures. We think he's pretty cute. I'm sure he will be joining read-alouds and different things this year. So some things that I love are coffee, the beach, working out with Reuben, and traveling. So while I was in college, I had the opportunity to travel. I went to Zambia, Kenya, as well as Indonesia, where I was able to teach, and it was really awesome. So I'm really looking forward to getting to know you and your families, and although this year's crazy, I am excited, and I know it's going to be a great year.
Hi, I'm Miss Hopper. This is my second year teaching and my second year at Green. I'm so glad to be a part of the Green Elementary family. I'm originally from Cherryville, North Carolina. I have two younger brothers, Alden, who is in college at NC State, and Hayden, who is in high school. I graduated from NC State in 2018 with a bachelor's degree in elementary education and in 2019 with a master's degree in K-12 reading. Things I love: the beach, watching Wolfpack sporting events, traveling. I've actually been to France, Italy, Australia, and I've been to over 30 of the states in the United States of America. I also love anything Disney related, especially Cinderella, nature hikes, and watching movies. I am so excited for this upcoming school year.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Kelly, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm so glad you're here at Green. I've been a teacher for 27 years, 22 years of those have been at Green Elementary and in first grade. I taught for 5 years in California. I was a kindergarten and a first grade teacher there, but I've been mostly first grade here at Green. I've had some K-1 combinations, but I love my first graders. I graduated from Ball State University in Indiana, and then I traveled to California and I got my master's degree at Cal State San Bernardino in instructional technology. The people I enjoy spending time with are my family. That include Kevin, my husband. He actually graduated from Ball State University too. We met there. I have a daughter named Ravel and a son named Brendan. Both of them went to Green, and they went all the way up to 5th grade, and they went on to other Wake County schools. They actually graduated from NC State. And I like spending time with their dogs, Louie, Paisley, and Sheila. I've lived in 4 states. I've lived in Illinois, Indiana, California, North Carolina, and I actually spent a little time in Guam when I was very tiny. My mom's actually from the Philippines. I enjoy traveling to places that have the beach when I have some spare time. I like doing all kinds of crafts, and I enjoy singing. I can't wait to get to know you better as well.
Hello, boys and girls. My name is Miss Cameron. This is my 15th year of teaching grades K through 2. I graduated from Winston-Salem State University. I am certified to teach grades K through 6 and reading K through 12. I am a proud mother of a beautiful 14-year-old daughter named Charity, who starts high school this year. I've lived in 2 states, North Carolina and Kansas, and overseas in Germany for 4 years. I traveled to small cities within Germany, France, the Netherlands, Amsterdam, and Belgium. I am a youth leader at my church and enjoy singing, dancing, traveling, and spending time with family.
Hello, my name is Miss Robinson, and I am a student teacher from William Peace University. I have wanted to teach since I was about 5 years old. I was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but when I was about 3, I moved to North Carolina, and I have lived in North Carolina for 19 years. In middle school and high school, I played the clarinet. I usually played second clarinet in the band. I was also in Winter Guard and Color Guard, which Winter Guard and Color Guard are the flags that you see spinning in the football games. I have 3 dogs named Rebel, Cinnamon, and Lucy. Things that I love to do. I love to travel. I love to be around animals. I love going backpacking, which is camping really deep in the woods. I love going to the mountains, especially when it snows. And I love to listen to music. I'm so excited to get to meet you guys this year.
And Ms. Schroeder, would you mind reading yours?
Sure. I'll read mine. So I'm Ms. Schroeder. I've been at Green Elementary. This is going on my 3rd year. Before I was working full-time, I'm an IA instructional assistant for 1st grade. They also want me to help out with 2nd or 3rd, so I'm not sure how much I'll be helping out in the 1st grade class this year. But I really love 1st grade. You guys have a great 1st grade team.
Which we're all really sad about.
Before I was full-time at Green, I worked as a substitute teacher for Wake County for 2 years. I was mainly working in elementary schools. Ms. Cameron, you can go to the next slide. And a couple things about me. I graduated from UNCG with a bachelor's in sociology. I'm originally born and raised in Houston, Texas. I could say I've been living in North Carolina for 15 years now, so I'd say I'm from here. One thing I really like a lot is peeps. And the picture there is a picture of my nails currently. One of my friends painted them for me.
That's cool. Thank you for sharing. And next we have Ms. Haskell. Ms. Haskell, would you like to read yours?
Sure thing. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. So I've been working at Green Elementary. This will be my 3rd year. Wait, no, that's not right. This will be my 4th year at Green Elementary. And then before that, I was a private tutor, and I was also, like Ms. Schroeder, a substitute teacher for a while with Wake County Public Schools before I got hired at Green Elementary. Ms. Schroeder, we actually have something else in common. We both went to UNC Greensboro, but I majored in anthropology. And while I'm not at work, I'm usually spending my weekend with visiting friends, or I'll take long walks with my husband around Raleigh with our dog. We have a big black German Shepherd, which you can kind of see in the bottom photo.
And Ms. Haskell is a beautiful violinist.
Oh, thank you.
She can play the violin. I mean, she is amazing.
Oh, that's so flattering. Thank you so much.
Yes, I definitely had to share that. Well, I'm going to stop the recording here. So everyone can turn their cameras on. They can turn on their microphone.